What's going on, guys? My name is the YuGiOh Scrub, but you all can call me Bailey. Today, I'm a talking hand, and I'm gonna do this whole video like this. That's pretty hot. Little fingers moving. Okay, enough for a stupid intro. Today, I am playing a stupid deck that, I had pre-built. Don't know when I built it, but it's a Zeta Reticulant deck. This is a really fun card if you guys have never seen it before. You contribute one Ava token to special summon this card from your hand. That does not matter. While this card is in your graveyard, each time a monster your opponent controls is removed from play, banished, special summon one Ava token, Fiend. It's a 500 level 2 token. So it's, kind of a token spam deck, but you got ways to banish your opponent's cards with Caius, DD Warrior Lady, Dimensional Prison, Karma Cut, and Bottomless. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 14 ways to banish your opponent's cards. We're playing it with kind of a Welladad version, so we got Triple Krebon, Psychic Commander, E-Teleport, Double Power Well, Brain Control to, make use of the Tribute, and the Synchros. Some Dark Greffers, because Zeta Reticulant is a Dark, and over level, 6? Level 5 or higher, so you can discard Zeta Reticulant, Special Summon Greffer, get a Mally, Necrogarden, a Plague, something like that in grave. Why is Sangan in here? Frankly, it's probably the worst card. Do I want to cut it for anything? I think I do. Let's cut it for a Dust Shoot, making changes on the fly. I'm sure the side deck could use a lot of work, maybe even the extra deck. Yeah, but let's save that. Let's go play a game. Let's make another video. I know you guys don't have to wait 2 years for another video. How crazy is this? Oh, and you don't even have to wait for the match. I don't need a monologue doing nothing. It's also... There we go. Lagged for a second. No! We lost the rock, paper, scissors. Guys got Moxie. It's a, good little drink. I get Moxie about once or twice a year when I go on a little vacation. There's a spot that sells Moxie for 50 cents a can. I don't love the taste of Moxie, but I feel like the novelty of getting a 50-cent can of Moxie is too good to pass up. He summons Armageddon Knight, dumping Vayu. Okay, so we're playing probably a Vayu Turbo. Nice little Appaloosa up there. Cool card sleeves, too. Okay, so he sets and then he rotas. A little strange. Getting a Greffer. Okay. And I get Brain Control. So opening hand. Greffer, Call, Plague. Never mind. So, probably going to send the Greffer away, I'd imagine. Though maybe the Dark Armed, considering I have a Brain Control. It's actually kind of tough, because if he sends Plague, probably Plague might be the best play. Because Brain Control Caius isn't good, because I have nothing to target with the Caius after the Dust Shoot leaves the field. Greffer would have no more targets. So I'd say Plague is probably the best thing to hit from my hand right here. Yeah, I'd imagine Plague, but... Okay, so he's getting rid of the Greffer. So in this case, I know he's playing Vayu. Don't know what he has in hand besides a Greffer of his own. But if he was to... I think... I'm not too worried about it being a mixed version where he's playing Shuras as well. So I might just set the Plague Spreader and call. He would know that's exactly what's set, though. But I could put a YuGiOh on field, but YuGiOh is bigger than anything he could potentially special summon. But he has Dark Armed. Yeah, I'm going to go with this play. I want to keep the Brain Control in hand, because if he summons a Armed Wing, I can Brain Control and either Tribute over or call the Haunted Slash, use Plague Effect to bring it back and then sync it off. I feel like this leaves me with more options. He's typing. I wonder what he's going to say. Alright, he's literally just typing out in hand this Kaya's dad brain control. I mean, whatever. Sure. In my mind, I feel like it's a little bit much to have to type it out after you know what I said, but whatever. Nothing against the rules there. Though I think in tournaments you actually, at least paper tournaments, I don't think note-taking is allowed. Alright, so he syncs off his own plague. Normal summons plague, syncs off with Armageddon Knight to make a YuGiOh of his own. I'm assuming, yep, he's going to take it. I don't know if I love that play. If he syncs off with it, but then he's just like made a YuGiOh for no reason and got rid of it. I don't know if the better play would have been summon Greffer, send Plague to Grave, dump another thing, and then Plague effect. I don't know what's in his hand, but that would have gotten the Plague on the field as well. I feel like this wasn't the best play, but who am I to judge? Okay. So I think the best play in my mind right now is Brain Control Plague, summon Caius, target YuGiOh. It seems like the right play to me. Target my own Plague. Maybe he's got a Book of Moon. Nope. We're going to be able to banish the YuGiOh. We do, and he does have 3 Darks in Grave, though. I don't think Armed Wing still wouldn't get over anything. There's no level 8 Synchro that deals with Dad, so I think the best play is to save the Call of the Haunted and just attack for 24 and set bottomless. Alright, so he summons Card Trooper, mills 3. Milling Dark Armed, Gale, and Sirocco. So he has the Armed Wing ready to go. Draw Dimensional Prison. I think just take 2,000 damage here is the way to go. Putting him pretty low. I will set the Dimensional Prison. I feel like that's a pretty decent out if he's just to make a play here. He sets a monster, sets a back row. I still don't think there's anything worth doing. Could be an Icarus attack, potentially. Hamster. Okay, so he's playing Hamster. I could make a Stardust, and that might be the play. I think it is. So I can negate the Raikou, potentially. Okay, so no MST. Let's sync off the Caius. It was call, buddy. And I'll declare the effect. and negate the bottomless. Bottomless destroys. It does work, buddy. And then end phase, declare, and special summon back the Stardust. And yeah, okay. Little bit of a ruling nightmare, you know, it's fine, we all learn. So if you don't know there, though I assume most of you do, Bottomless does say, and I'd hate to be the guy that like pasted it, but destroy that monster with 1500 or more attack. Okay, so we have a Zeta Reticula in hand now, though it can't really do anything. Let's just attack the set monster. It could be a YuGiOh. Okay, think here. I could deprison. I think Book of Moon, the Stardust, is the best play. He's probably gonna then go ahead and kill it with YuGiOh, but it forces him to kill the Stardust with YuGiOh rather than anything else. And I definitely don't have... I have Plague and Caius engraved, but no other Dark, so I can't summon Dark Armed and pop. But that's fine. I like that it does force him to do this. Okay, and he milled some powerful traps, Bottomless and... okay, can't do anything. Bottomless goes to grave. He's milled a bunch of cards, but not many values. Alright, so he summons Plague. Top decking a card. Synchros with both YuGiOhs and Plague to make Brio. Goyo's gone, yep, so he makes Brio. This is using a lot of resources. If he... Okay, so he MSTs the Dimensional Prison. Unfortunate. Summons Armed Wing. Is this game? Never mind. Oh, okay. I don't know why. I was thinking that he normal summoned Plague. 17... 23, but then I remembered he had Plague engraved from a mill. And I literally was going to say my best draw is Dark Grepher. Okay, so Grepher to hand. To grave. Do I want to special summon him in defense? I think I do. Or do I... No, I do attack. He's reading Zeta Articulant. No prio on the summon. I don't even think I could use prio in the Royal Oppression. And then, unfortunately, I can't do anything here because I can't Plague. Okay. So admit defeat. That's tough. That's really unfortunate. What goes good here? Breaker could be interesting. Trap Hole doesn't seem like it does anything. Dust Tornadoes could be fine. I think Overtrap does shoot. Karma Cut's really nice. Maybe one Zeta out. One Greffer. Arma. I think this is okay. Pulling the rug? No. Though, let's keep one Rhoda in. I feel like Rhoda's just fine. You can search DD Warrior Lady. I maybe could have brought it in over the Greffer. But I feel like I have enough back row hate with Heavy Storm, MSD, and Heavy Storm, frankly, might be a bad card in this deck, only because I have a decent amount of back row on my own. But I feel like I like my back row against this matchup. A lot of banishing effects are pretty good against Vayu. So I'll go first again. Opening hand, Bottomless, Karma, Breaker, Caius, Greffer. Let's go ahead and normal summon Breaker. And do I just set a Bottomless? Yeah, I just want Bottomless. Thought process here is Breaker is 19, so it's bigger than pretty much anything he can summon, unless he somehow finds a way, like with the Greffer, to put a... Nope, so he goes Arma, which was fine, you know. And now if he wants to set back row, it's going to just give me an automatic +1, I suppose, unless it's a Mystical Space Typhoon or Dust Tornado, and then it's a 1-for-1. Okay, so he dumps a Necro. I'll take that trade. Personally, that doesn't seem like it does too much. And I have Bottomless set. I think I'm just gonna end the turn. The only thing I could think of is if he's gonna try to like summon a Plague and then synchro with the Armageddon Knight, but then I can just Bottomless whatever he summons, and that's fine by me. Okay, I'll Bottomless the Caius. I don't know why I didn't think about Caius. That's an obvious play. But now it's 5 cards to my 6 that I'll draw into. And that's fine by me. I draw another Breaker. I'm just going to attack. Who cares about Gores? It's 1900. Okay. A little frustrating with the Gores, of course. I literally said I don't care about it, and then I said screw it. I might end up discarding the Book of Moon. Just to get rid of the Gores. So he allures. What's he gonna banish? Personally, I don't like... Okay, he banishes the Kaiku. I don't like when you allure and then don't banish before sending the card to the grave. It just makes me feel like you're gonna try to do a scummy... I'll take this trade. Just get rid of the token. But this keeps him from setting any back row, and if he does, I can pop it and then sack for Caius and get rid of the Gores that way. He summons a Greffer, dumping Vayu, and... Okay, so he's gonna immediately summon an Armed Wing. Okay. I don't have anything 1500 or less. That feels like a kind of bad play, but understandable. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna then tribute for Caius, get rid of the Gores, and attack for 7 over the Greffer. He does have 3 darks, and potentially has Heavy Storm still, so I'm not going to get too greedy and set the Call of the Haunted as well. I feel like Call of the Haunted is an automatic Heavy Storm bait. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming. I apologize, guys. Let's see if it actually hits. Maybe. Okay, so get rid of Plague. And then one more turn of DDV. Deck Devastation Virus is such a good card. Dude, I don't know why. Call me salty. I just feel like it's so annoying to be like, everything I set, just like, you have to type it out. Dude, you typed it right up there. What is in my hand? You can't figure it out. I mean, fair. You know, he's allowed to do it, but just like, really? Okay. And this is the last turn. I think I'm just going to summon the Greffer and start attacking. I want some damage. And I will set Call, potentially for damage next turn. I don't know, I feel like he hasn't used his resources great this game. No, is there anything better? No. The answer is DD Warrior Lady. Summon DD Warrior Lady. Activate Call. Okay. That's fine by me. And attack for 12. So now his oppression is off, but my oppression is live. I feel like, I mean, when I say my oppression, each player can pay. Okay, do I just activate Heavy Storm here? Yeah, just screw it. Okay, yeah. I get game 2. Alright, that worked better for me. Light Imprisoning the Mirror does nothing. I might bring in Dust over the Call. The Call can be so good. Maybe I'll do Call over Telekinetic Power. Well, I don't know. Call is one of those cards where it feels so good when it hits and feels absolutely awful when it gets just sits there doing nothing, or when it gets Royal Oppressioned. But it's just a monster reborn. There's no limitations on it besides it being a trap and being a continuous trap. And I guess it having to be an attack position, but you know, it's not a certain attack point, not a level restriction. Like, there's a reason it's at 1. It's just pretty slow, which is why you can't rely on it. So he wrote us for Armageddon Night. Sets 1, sets 2. I'm going to go ahead, activate MST. It's a dust tornado, okay. A little laggy. Go to grave, buddy. Alright. I'm assuming that is either a hamster or a YuGiOh, but I'm hoping it's a YuGiOh, and I'm just going to attack into it with Krebens, because I got 2. Nope, it's the hamster. Never lucky. That's like the worst thing it could be. Okay, I'm just going to end turn here. I really don't want to give him something to hit with YuGiOh, because YuGiOh is so much better just smacking a back row. Summons Armageddon Knight. Dumping Necro Gardener. I'll pay 800. Might as well keep it on the field. Alright, and there we go. I don't know, I feel like okay, he mills 2 values, that's pretty nice. Nice for him, I should say. Not nice for me. Caius is going to stay in my hand. Yeah, probably. Let's attack the YuGiOh. Does he have? No, I was going to say, that would be a kind of weird dimensional prison. But I'll set 2. Does he have his own Caius? Wouldn't be surprised. Okay. Heavy Storms, getting rid of... That's a 2 for 2. Dust Tornado, Bottomless for his Bottomless and Heavy Storm. He does sack for his own Caius. Does he... Yep, he does attack with his Caius as well. I don't want to say too risky, but only a little bit risky. This recording's only been 27 minutes. It's been a quick one. Okay, and this is sadly game. This is the problem with this deck, is it can just brick like a mother. Unfortunate. Just have to end turn. Maybe he doesn't attack with the hamster as well. Yep, good games. I'm going to show my hand. Admit defeat. Let's quickly see what he says. Okay. Caius was telegraphed well. I didn't even have it, buddy. Yeah, I'm so smart. I mean, I suppose he, I drew it, but it's one of those things that's like, you weren't as smart as you thought, but who is? We're all really stupid. I mean, we're playing a children's card game. Okay. Lose rock, paper, scissors again. I suck, guys. I'm just so awful. If you are wondering why I'm recording this shirtless, it's because I just got back from work, wanted to make a video, so I can put some content up there for you all, but didn't feel like showering, so I'm going to go to the gym later, and it feels pointless to shower, but I didn't want to show you my kind of messy hair. I mean, it's not that messy. I got a haircut recently, so I threw on a hat. This is not my work hat, though. I don't work for Moxie, believe it or not. Okay. Set 1 ends the turn. Makes me think it's a YuGiOh. I'm just gonna... let's get bold. Attack with the Necro Gardener. Easy fix. Yeah. Just use the log. I'm not a huge upset, angry person when stuff like that happens. I will set the Call of the Haunted only because... Actually, that's really stupid, because now he's just going to pop with the YuGiOh. Sometimes my brain goes on autopilot, like I'm sure we all do, but, like, that was just a terrible play. Though, granted, this is kind of why Call is awful, specifically against YuGiOh. Both? I don't know what you mean by both, buddy. I'm gonna go with what he targeted, but like, what? Is anyone else confused? So he's playing Light Sworn Fairies with Hamster. Summons Jane. So Jane should attack, yep. So 21 minus 6. 1,500. Does he want to attack with YuGiOh? He does. And I'm just going to take it all. Life points 5,000 to 8,000. I don't think I said my normal. Hope you all are having a good day. But if you're not having a good day, go out and make it a good day. And then, come back here if you're feeling generous. Okay. Play here. I'm going to be Summon Psychic Commander because it's my only real play. Battle. Declare. He might have Honest. He does not. And I think I'm just going to end here. I don't need to set Power Well. It does nothing. Especially with Necrogardener and Graves. That's kind of my defense. So I don't need the Power Well to potentially summon this back. Another Upstart Goblin. I'll take free life points. Thank you. A third Upstart Goblin. Thank you for the 3,000 life points. Though I would rather have the card. Been playing a bunch of RuneScape recently as well, because I'm sure that, we're all nerds in the best way possible. I imagine that a good chunk of us also play RuneScape, or at the very least have played RuneScape, and which means you always play RuneScape, because you can't quit that game either. Do I want to activate the effect? No, it makes no difference. I can pay 500, make him lose 500, I gain 500, and then I still just take the damage. It does not matter. This, on the other hand, is a pretty nice draw. I will special summon that by pitching the Zeta Reticulant. I will then declare, pitching Mally, sending probably Plague to grave. Most likely, yeah, Plague's the only thing that makes any sense here. Actually, I haven't left deck. Do I go Krebins instead? Yeah, I go Krebins instead. Keep the card. Okay. Krebins instead. Then let's activate Power Well. I just realized that, okay, this play isn't as good as I thought. $600 damage. my mind was thinking I could summon the Psychic Commander as well and get 1400 more damage, but this is level 2 or lower. Declare. Banish. Special summon. Let's get rid of the Thought Ruler Archfiend. And then activate the Zeta Reticulant. Is it an attack? I'll put it in attack just in case. Now the question is, do I synchro? No, more damage would come from this, of not synchroing. So now we're going to hopefully kind of see how this deck works. Okay, so he does have Gores. So I can't make Dark End Dragon because the token is light. Let me just quickly double check just to be sure. Oh, it is dark. Okay. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't really matter. It could go... Maybe is Colossal Fighter the play? I wonder if Colossal Fighter's the play to potentially not care about Honest. I got 1, 2, 3. Is it both graveyards? 4. Okay, and we'll end there. Long play, but I made Colossal Fighter with a 3200 attack. A little interesting play. Guys getting 2 matches for the price of 1, so I felt like a 30-minute video wasn't quite enough. But that's a good match length. I feel like 30 minutes for 1 match is solid, you know? I mean, I get it. I'd like you to... Sure, I'll admit defeat, but, like, can you actually play it out next time? I get the point, but... Thank you. I don't know, I just feel like it's a little bit much. You know, it's one thing, I know I was complaining about the guy. Let's do... Sorry, let's think about stuff. Oh, Light Imprisoned Mirror, what the hell am I doing? Of course it's coming in. Okay, let's go. I know I was complaining about the guy and his typing out my hand, but I feel like there's also a little bit of a difference between, like, not even trying to make, like, putting cards to the spell and trap zone. I get that you're showing the resources you have and that you can make stuff, but it feels a little bit different to just be doing that versus, like, summoning the Plague, summoning the Aaron, sinking for Brio. Like, you know, at a certain point I can do the mental gymnastics and be like, yes, he clearly is game, but, you know, at a certain point, it almost feels like if I was sitting across from you in person, you're just, like, reading out your hand, being like, oh, I could do this, 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 and you're, like, telling me all of your possible plays, expecting me just to scoop before you make any of them. Like, there is such thing as misplays. Granted, I've never been too much of a rule shark. If you make a misplay, that's fine. I'm not gonna like do it, but you know, I'm not gonna let you just go completely back if you messed up too hard. Alright. Summon Thunder King. Set one Light Imprisoning Mirror. We also have Karma Cut, another Light Imprisoning Mirror, Book of Moon, and Caius. Light Imprisoning Mirror kind of... Actually, wait, no, yeah. Negates on field or in graveyard. So Thunder King tributing itself to negate a inherent summon wouldn't work. I don't know why for a second I thought Light Imprisoning Mirror was like skill drain. But he can't search, so no Rhoda. Guys, I accidentally just stepped on the cat very lightly. Like, you know, I felt my foot going down and immediately was like, oh, what's this? But gosh, she loves to just walk around my feet and ankles, you know, as cats do. Dogs, they're just cute. They're like, I'm going to sit in the corner and stare at you. And I hope you come and look at me. And if you look at me for long enough, I'm going to get really excited and come and love you. Cats are just like, I'm going to be near you, and if you try to touch me, I will be mad. Okay, I think I have enough a play here. Does he have Gores? I feel like he was telegraphing Gores. No, he does not have Gores. Do I set the Karma Cut? I think I set the Karma Cut. I could also set Light Imprisoning Mirror. Karma Cut for a Jane. But I was thinking I was going to have to set it. But now that I have the Malicious to... I'm going to set Light Imprisoning Mirror. I feel like it does more. I was thinking Karma Cut because now I can discard the Mally. Because it's good discard fodder. Maybe I should have. Because then that would give me a tribute for Caius if needed. But Light Imprisoning Mirror would make the Jane crash with the... Okay, Solar Recharge. Getting rid of the Aaron. Give him the thumbs up to show that it's okay. Solar Purity Light and Card Trooper Mills. Let's go ahead and activate Light Imprisoning Mirror and attack, in case that is a... Okay, it's a hamster, but you know, same thing. If it was a YuGiOh, would have to activate the Light Imprisoning Mirror first. I think I'll set Karma Cut. No fear of Heavy Storm. At a certain point, you just have to go for it. And he's going to activate it right now. He's automatically activating it right now. I just feel it. She's scratching herself on the AC unit that is sitting on the floor. I swear she picks the things to scratch against that make me the most words. I'm like, what is that sound? What is she doing? What trouble is this cat getting herself into? Let me know in the comment section if you guys are cat or dog people. If you've even gotten this far. You know, I like to think that my videos are pretty relaxing. You can hang out, put it on in the background as you study and chill to this lo-fi Yu-Gi-Oh! He's thinking a lot. He's got a YuGiOh that does nothing. Light Imprisoning Mirror does not negate Honest in hand, so he could, in theory, crash over this if he has an Honest, which I imagine has somewhere in his deck. Just end phases it. Okay, I'm just going to attack over the YuGiOh. And I think just end of the turn there. I don't really feel like I want to do too much more. Thunder King still does negate the searching effect of any card, though, because that's not an activated effect, and Light Imprisoning Mirror only negates activated effects. Kind of excited for the gym after this, guys. Call me crazy, but like if you are not a gym person, it's just so good for you, and like it can be great for mental health. Like I don't know. I really am a big believer that you don't gotta go crazy, you don't gotta lift 1,000,000 pounds, but just like some decent physical activity and especially some resistance training. Okay, well, he's gotta pee, so let's talk about the gym for a little bit. I just believe that, some resistance training is really important. Resistance training being, it can be body weight, it can be, a barbell, dumbbells, resistance bands, just anything but, the act of pushing weight around of some sort, compared to just running, which I mean is body weight, but that's not resistance training, that's cardio. Um, as we get older, it's so important to maintain strength. We take it for granted. I had a friend who, loved the friend, it's everyone's choice. No one can force anyone to do anything. So I will always talk about the benefits, but, if you don't want to go to the gym, if it's awful, that's absolutely fine. Um, but he basically believed that, and I couldn't tell if he was serious or not. And to an extent, I think he was, that we are going to have power armor type stuff from Fallout. And so, by the time he's deteriorating, he won't need any sort of strength. He's just going to be able to lift anything because he's going to have mechanical bio power arms, which maybe, I mean, that'd be really cool. I'm not going to act as if that is impossible. Through technology, anything is possible. We can do some crazy things now compared to not that long ago. Maybe we'll have robots who can do literally everything. But I also, as a human, want to be able to move without all that stuff, and I am probably a little more, I don't want to say pessimistic, but don't think that that kind of technology will be out, at least to the masses, anytime soon. I guess maybe 50 years down the line, but I'm not going to bet my health now on that. And yeah, it just, going to the gym's one of those things that, for lack of a better term, kind of changed my life. It's been a couple years, and although I was going to the gym prior to starting this channel, and but the past few years, it's been something that has been a staple in my life, and I'm glad that it is. So, let me know if you guys are gym people. If you're not, what else can I talk about while we kind of wait for this guy to play Yu-Gi-Oh? Okay, so he's banishing some monsters. Soul of Purity and Light. I could negate with Thunder King, but it wouldn't actually do anything because of the Light Imprisoning Mirror. Fantasy football. I am 6-1 now. Had a game come down to 0.5 points, technically 0.58. Incredibly close. I don't know if any of you care at all about fantasy football, but it's fun. I love the game. All right, let's Karma Cut. Target the Soul of Purity and Light. And yeah, okay, so we did already banish the one. Let's see, how many fairies? No fairies engraved, 2 lights, more names. Let's go ahead and attack. I'm not fearing Gores considering he used the Soul of Purity and Light. I'm going to keep the Book of Moon in hand. I'll set MST, but my thought process being that if he finds a way to get a Christia on board, I can set it with the Book of Moon, activate Mali, and then banish it with Caius. I suppose I also have Brain Control, which is a nice card, but I have no real defense right now. I have a pretty strong board in general with the Light Imprisoning Mirror. Zeta Reticulant, of course I draw that now. I could summon it by tributing, but I don't think that's the play. Maybe the play here was actually Banish Mally, summon Caius. Yeah, that was probably the play. But too late now. We'll end. The YuGiOh doesn't do anything still. He has to get rid of Light Imprisoning Mirror in order for the YuGiOh to do anything. So, like, I'll take a Caius Tribute. It wouldn't be the greatest thing, but a Caius Tribute right now wouldn't be the end of the world. Actually, it would be kind of nice to get the Thunder King, because then I could Rhoda, get a Greffer, send Zeta to the grave, and get a token as well. This deck definitely is more gimmicky than it is powerful. But Zeta, I think, is a pretty interesting, fun card. By no means good. The tokens just don't do anything. If the tokens were even like 1,000, they'd be better. Level 2 is kind of cool because that does work with Synchro Wing better than level 1 tokens. Banishing 2 more for Soul of Purity and Light. Taking 100 damage from the attack over the Thunder King. If he has a back row, I can MST it, and I hope he just sets one back row. And that's exactly why I wanted to keep the Book of Moon. So 28 would put him at 14. Okay, I think I have an interesting play here. I think I got game. Let's go ahead and Brain Control. Target that. Book of Moon. Set it. Rhoda for Greffer. Special summon the Greffer by discarding the Zeta Reticulant. I now have 3. Declare, discard Krebins. Okay. That's unfortunate. But actually, it still works. Banish the Mally to special the Mally. Just make sure I still got, 3. Dark, dark, dark. Special Dark Armed. Flip summon the Christia. And attack for game. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I mean, when this deck goes off, it's kind of like any real powerful deck. Maybe get rid of the powerful Welidad deck is what I meant to say. Getting ahead of myself. I think I can get rid of the back row hate. It just doesn't seem like it's going to be doing anything. Maybe Dust Shoot over Krebins. Yeah, this seems fine. The back row hate just seems irrelevant in this matchup. Okay, yeah, this will be about an hour-long video looking at it. 54 minutes and 48 seconds at the moment. Now 54 minutes and 52 seconds, 4 seconds later. Yeah. Okay. He summons Lumina. That's fine by me. Milling a few. special Greffer by discarding Zeta Reticulant. Opening hand Zeta, Greffer, Mirror Force, DD Warrior Lady, Necro, Caius. Declare the Greffer. Pitching Necro Gardna. And that is unfortunate. Okay, he has 2 names in grave. I'm going to attack, declare, and banish. Okay. Yeah, he banished it before I even could think about it. He has 3 fairies in grave. Thinking for effect. Hamster is fine. You know, hamster's fine. I have nothing that can negate that. The question is, do I no DD effect? I think I'm just hoping that he pops the DD Warrior Lady instead of the back row, and that I can get a 2-for-1. Nope, okay, he pops the back row instead. Probably tributes for Caius. Yeah, this is one of those games where maybe I played it pretty damn recklessly. I'm just not used to playing fairies. Granted, I haven't played a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently. And playing fairies, you have to think about that effect and negation, especially on something like a Greffer where you just start going super neg if they negate the effect. Oh, I also should have gotten a token with the Zeta Reticulant banishing the Lumina, but whatever, too late now. Would that have been relevant? It could have popped the YuGiOh. I'd have to look at the log, but that's one of those things where completely missed it. You know, it's the whole point of this deck is Zeta, but it's just not a card that I use very often. And sometimes it's a lot to think about. Again, brain goes on autopilot. I don't know, I don't like YuGiOh's art. I just don't like the weird, like, boxiness. Like, YuGiOh himself is cool, but, like, put him in a field. Like, what is this? What is he in front of? Hamster? Like, I don't know. Hamster's pretty cool looking. And he's super nimble. I don't know, I just feel like YuGiOh's just like, let me throw something on a card. Plague Spreader, like, at least it looks like he's, like, standing in a cloud of smoke. Like, YuGiOh just is nothing. Same thing, I guess it's just a light sworn thing. Okay, so he's gonna get Honest back to hand. Declare after I take 1,500. And banish. I can't summon a token, unfortunately. Take 28. Yeah, it's probably okay. Maybe not game yet. Cold Wave. Well, let's just see. I mean, he's gonna summon Honest, yeah. GG's. Alright, well, let's go back to the deck and talk about it real fast. Click this button. Yeah, not a great deck. Not too good at all. Didn't run into too many matchups where Karma Cut was in particular good. Granted, actually, Fairies could have been pretty nice, but I didn't really get an opportunity to use it. Absolutely misplayed multiple times with the Greffer. I just tend to be a reckless player. You know, I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh! Scrub. I just go into it wanting to play the game, kind of do my game plan. I don't think about what my opponent could have because I'm stupid and I'm just like, go, 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 go. But I play this game for fun online. I'm not trying to win anything. It's literally just, you know, to kind of throw cards around. But yeah, you know, it's a interesting deck. Let me know if you want different decks, put some suggestions in there. I've kind of wanted to do some stuff like making a deck of all waters, all fire. Probably gonna have to only do the main deck. Extra deck is a little bit tougher to stick to that limitation. But just see what the best possible thing of an all fire, or an all water, all wind. God forbid I ever try that one. Fire, I've kind of come up with some interesting things. Nothing too good though, all just memey and gimmicky. But if you guys have liked this video, we're just over an hour now. Leave a like, subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine too. You guys have free will and can do whatever you want. But thank you all for watching. I am the YuGiOh Scrub, but you all can call me Bailey, and goodbye.